Hey guys, Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
I'm James.
And we're back here with Season 1, Episode 6 of this magnificent show. Do you guys remember what happened last time? Because I kind of don't.
I do.
The last episode was where Mark got the living shit knocked out of him, right?
Oh, yeah.
It is. It's when Titan pulled him into that bullshit.
And Battle Beast mopped the floor with him.
It's easy to remember when you're editing, isn't it?
It is.
Because you watch it and you stop and you watch it.
Watch it a million times.
Battle Beast mopped the floor with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Samson, he took him out of the picture.
Snapped
We
his
can
arm,
assume
his wrist.
Just snapped his hand.
Yeah. Ugh. Brutal.
It was a literal squish.
Yeah, and Omni-Man was aware, it seems, but he just didn't intervene.
Nope.
Somebody called the new Guardians of the Globe in. It was an anonymous call.
Yeah.
I assumed it was Omni-Man.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
I don't know. And then we had his girlfriend. You know, I think he was going to be on the shit list, but
Amber.
Yeah,
Yep.
Amber and Eve. They were at a soup kitchen.
It was actually Samantha, right?
Oh yeah, that is her name, isn't it? Yeah. So Amber and Samantha, they were basically at the soup kitchen talking about how Mark's late, and then she got that phone call. So I think we're going to see the fallout from that.
Absolutely. We were introduced to Machine Head, who was just he was an interesting character. He really was.
Yeah, I would have liked to see more of like that fleshed out. Jeffrey Donovan is the guy who plays him, and I love him. Yeah, I love that guy because
he's Dodd in Fargo.
Yeah, and he's Michael Weston in Burn Notice, and he's a side character on the Sicario series.
And he could theoretically be back because he just took the chip out of his head. So they
He's
get the
just
chip
one
back somehow. He could come back.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
We had Debbie was fleshing out how she felt about Nolan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a sad situation there.
Looking very worn out and stressed.
She was.
Yeah, and she had the costume kicked it underneath, right? Because she was looking for the blood on there.
She found it up above the window sill, and
I think a superhero would hide
she
it.
actually distracted Nolan on a grocery run around the world.
Yeah.
And in that time, she timed it all out. And
A sneaky thing to do.
Sneaky,
it is, but
sneaky.
when your husband's a potential murderer.
Well, yeah, but he's taking care of the family.
There's a lot of sneaky shit going on.
We don't know what's going to happen in the end of this, though.
You're right.
How the family's going to benefit from his actions.
You are right about that.
Titan, pulled a major fast one on Invincible, and he fell right for it. And
Yeah.
at the end, Titan was like, "Hey, sorry, man, but I got to do what I got to do."
Yeah, he's not outright evil.
Right.
But he just, he has got an agenda, take
It's a-
care of his
Well,
family.
he's willing to get his hands dirty.
Yeah.
Because he's been getting them dirty this long. He's already conditioned to it.
Yeah, it's not, like you said, it's not right out evil. It's almost like business-like. Hey, this is just the business.
It's
Sorry.
gray.
It's gray.
That's how Cecil would put it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't got anything else. I said we jump in.
Let's get it.
Hey, excuse me. What's up, ladies?
What the hell? You scared us, you creep. Why were you hiding in the...
What's important is that I'm motherfucking Doug Cheston.
What's this fucking... Is that Rick?
That's what he sounds like. Just because of the drunken manner. He sounds like Rick.
You one or ideally all of
The
you
voice
wanna
actor.
Have sex tonight. It's me. I'm what you're missing. Me and my huge trust fund.
We having like a Dexter type person here?
If this
Yes,
is
it
some
does
joke
sound
or some
like it.
weird sex shit, my dad's gonna sue you into the Stone Age. Oh, Jesus. Oh shit.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
No histrionics, please.
What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, it sounds like him, like Morty.
That just
I think we
sucks.
can all agree you're better without vocal cords. And don't worry about those prototypes.
Oh my god.
I've studied monster
He get his powers back.
That's what I'm
That's what I was
thinking.
gonna say. Holy crap. Now what are you going to say, Rexplode?
This is bad.
Whoop your motherfucking ass.
How long was I out? 6 days.
6 days? I was supposed to, Amber.
It's okay.
Like
I
every
covered for
dude,
you.
right?
Told her you got hit by a bus. Which, from the looks of
Damn it.
isn't far off. It's not your fault.
It's your father's.
Exactly.
I wonder if they just can't die. Like, or it's very hard to kill them, you know?
I'd say it's impressively hard to kill them.
So I think maybe he just it's like just the equivalent of getting your ass whooped, you know?
He really talks when he wants to. Did he do it? Did he murder the Guardians?
We don't know. What's more interesting to me is why he would do it.
He's a demon.
Cecil's fucking putting him on the spot.
Well, actually, Nolan brought it up. The Guardians. Why is he even bringing it up?
He brought up, Damien. He's probably anxious.
I think you just let it go and hope it goes away.
Rock out with my cock out.
It looked like they're doing
They
like
go straight down. Where the fuck do they
it's like
go?
they're doing the peekaboo thing.
She gone. Telling me they didn't see her fly like out of the window.
Is your what? I saw you flying out away from her.
Yeah, fine.
Saw that bitch flying out your window.
You was fucking her, wasn't you?
I won't be long.
Oh, come along.
You're on a deadline for the book. Isn't that what you told me, or was I mistaken?
No, that's right.
Then you've got work to do, don't you?
Doghouse.
Wouch.
Moving on over.
I'm really beginning to hate Nolan. I really am.
It was definitely a clean white cloth.
All set up for us.
Did anyone bring an extra bag?
No, no one brought an extra bag.
Look at the butt on that.
He must work
Yeah,
out.
Imagine how pissed you'd be if your kid did that to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't try to be a raging douchebag like him.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Eve seems like the most grounded moral character so far in the show.
Yeah.
She seems like a nice girl.
Save the world,
She
Samantha.
literally has.
It's gonna get you killed. The worst day of my life is when you got power.
He reminds me of like just some fucking idiot that wants to fall in line the way everybody else is at
I
work.
just want what's best for you.
Yeah.
He's the yes man around the coffee machine. Talk about the ball game and his lawnmower.
Where's she at?
In the Great Smoky
It's
Mountains.
like the Swiss Family Robinson.
Some hippy dippy bullshit in the trees.
I'd do that, but I just want to do my own thing. Play video games.
Was it just me, or was that DA guy checking you out? I bet you have that problem a lot. Please.
See, to me, that sounds like he's probing
Friends more
for information
Yes.
because he's insecure.
Yes. But the DA guy was probably wanting to make a robot out of him.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm really good.
If you two want some time to wander, we can meet back here in a few hours.
That's a great idea. See you both back here in a while. It's okay if you're late.
Come on.
I can use a hot dog right now. I see the hot dog stand behind them. Fucking starving.
Start salivating.
Oh.
You and me.
That should be our first convention.
Together.
Yeah, Third Street Crew will be selling hot dogs. So.
Come on down.
Hey, lovebirds. Did you have a good time? Oh! What the hell is that? Holy shit.
It reminds me of the undead soldiers in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Horrifying.
Yeah, they run around and just try to eat people.
They were like
They
robotic.
have one eye.
Yeah,
They're mannequins. Mannequin soldiers.
Yeah.
That's what they were.
they were scary.
Get away from him, you bastard!
Damn, he's got good aim.
Every one of them. Get home.
Oh God. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
So now the best friend always got to find out first, right? Normally.
Harry Osborn didn't.
Oh.
And Sam Raimi subverted my expectations in a good way.
There you go. Shane, your genius.
That's like a shitty way to go, but
Oh.
it'd be almost instant.
I believe this. It all makes sense now. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I love
Are you
that
okay?
reaction.
No, I'm definitely not okay.
You think she would put something fucking
I am
together?
Okay, I'm just.
Yeah.
You saw the superhero fly off.
Yeah. Fucking Mark's in
You
trouble.
say my again.
I mean,
Mark is in
yes,
trouble.
Of course I did. You're welcome.
Guys, the police are on their way.
Where the hell did you go?
I
that look.
went for help. I tried to get security, but there wasn't
You
anyone.
might not survive this one.
So,
Tin Man.
Dude, he's fucked up.
Those are normal levels for Monster Girl.
What?
She has a curse, not a disease.
Sodium crystals.
Aquarius.
Those are from Darkwing's throwing weapons. He's tangled with a
Well.
few of my other clients.
Nolan Man? Or Nolan Man. Omni Man?
Nolan Man. For some reason it runs into Trojan Man. Trojan Man.
Yeah.
Red Rush.
Nolan's story is falling apart.
He didn't do a very good job of covering it up.
No.
He got a really
Maybe-
fucking
maybe
costume.
He was trying to protect their legacy.
I like how she's being open-minded, but
There's
She
also
is.
this.
Well, she's in denial, Shane.
Blood begins to ox. This is the oldest blood on the suit.
Oh.
Nolan struck first. I'm too scared to tell anyone.
Amber, I was trying to help.
They have to clean up some tracks now.
I'm sharing a room with you tonight.
Damn, I wonder if he's gonna kill his own
That's
wife.
my bedroom, but okay.
They might kill Art.
Cool.
yeah.
You can bug
Art's a
anyone
dead man.
else. You're invincible. Not now, man. Sorry, but holy shit, you're invincible. And you never told me.
That's the reaction that I said a few episodes ago that a woman or a love interest
Yeah.
should have. Excitement.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I do remember that.
That is the proper response.
Take me flying. No. Be invincible anymore. Shut your mouth. You being a superhero is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
Everything okay with the lovebirds? Yikes. Well, I'll be back soon and we can deal with that.
Rick, you there? Hello?
The DA got him.
Yeah.
Mark! You don't want my help. Every time I try to be a hero, I make things worse.
Don't be a pussy, man. Just
What if it's that thing from earlier? You saw me kill it. It killed itself. Whatever. It's dead. Look, call me.
Oh fuck! Here we go. Oh fuck!
I didn't think.
I can't imagine you shouldn't fucking kill him. You're gonna pile bodies up behind you in a
Yeah.
wake of destruction.
Yeah.
I did not expect that. Oh, you dumbass! Call Mark.
Yeah. Call Mark. Don't go down
You
there.
have a superhero in your back pocket. So he grabs his phone and he just
He
flashes.
probably thinks that Mark isn't gonna fucking help him because Mark's being a douchebag.
So fucking. Rick just happened to wander into a sewer.
What's the matter, Art? You seem I'm just tired. Lots of repairs this week. I bet. To swing by and make sure our partnership is still going strong. Like you said, never piss off your tailor, right?
Laugh, dude, or something.
I mean, he might just be warning him.
Oh, that was a warning. No doubt about it.
I can't hear you. I'll see you back at Rick's door.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you gotta go.
Do these secret rooms exist in like the sewers? I mean,
Have you seen Ninja Turtles?
I've seen
Yeah,
Ninja
come on.
Turtles.
Did Hollywood teach you nothing?
Scrap and made a few small improvements.
Yeah, he can't take 3 of them. There's no way.
Not in his current condition.
Invincible! He's turning people into those things! He made me sound...
Rip their helmets off.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first time around. Of course, he may be one of the weaknesses that he fixed.
Yeah.
Tweaks that he made, like a Saiyan's tail. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Jesus, dude. That does suck.
Stop! Don't do this! It's no use appealing to his...
Oh!
He's waking out of the sleep. Jack and Iron Jack, yeah.
He's gonna chase down DA. Oh!
Yeah, just beat his ass. He's just some fucking nerd.
Well, he's just a nerd too. Man,
Yeah, that
Nice.
was...
destroyed his fucking face.
Yeah.
They're gonna have some amazing sex now. He's a fucking robot. He'll be
He's gonna have that fucking space trucker's dog.
He's gonna lay it down. Damn, his jaw's fucked up.
Dude, he got off easy, if you ask me.
He got off easy. Yeah.
That's one of the most terrible things I think I've seen.
Those two are gonna get off easy too.
What are you gonna do with him?
But I fucked up. Yeah, you did, Nolan.
You have a cool song. I'll be at the hospital bar. Mother's hospital, there's no bars.
Did you do it?
I didn't do anything.
Don't lie to me! I know you killed them, Nolan.
You're drunk.
Not gonna sleep down here.
He's a dark, dark man. And he's crying like
I
a
can
bitch.
kill the best superheroes in the world, but I'm a fucking terrible liar.
Yeah.
A rumor. Dude, I saw it on Reddit.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet, kids.
Guys, that was our reaction, and now we're gonna unpack it.
Well, Black Samson got his powers back.
Yeah, and that's freaking sweet.
Well, has that been confirmed? I mean, we've theorized.
He talked
that.
about it later. He said maybe I should get my ass beat more often.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I missed
Yeah,
that.
and when they were doing the surgery, there's like
Well, I
Yeah,
did
there's
see
only-
that. That's
okay.
what we theorized, but I didn't know he actually like
When they're
confirmed
trying
it.
to jumpstart his heart.
Yeah.
It's like the Motley Crue song, right?
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
The costume swap.
I don't know, that wasn't the. If she's trying to be clandestine, it wasn't exactly the smartest way to do it. I don't think.
That was not very.
She definitely probably should have done it sooner. But
Well, I don't
he's
think
always
she-
home. I mean, if the guy never doesn't work,
Yeah.
he just does his thing around the house. How the fuck do you
Flies
get away?
home in an instant. Well.
Yeah, but it sounds like from what this is showing, he's just kind of around the house writing a book.
No, he's been laying close to her because I know that he knows that she was suspicious. So
Yeah.
he didn't want to
Oh,
leave her
and
out
people
of
are
sight.
probing. Damien's been probing around, trying
Yeah.
to cause suspicion,
Yeah.
ruffle some feathers. So he probably thinks he needs to guard her from that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But back to Mark, when he woke up, the first thing he asked about was Amber. The very first thing. That's so like a dude,
Yeah, and
man.
you're
Like,
on the tell Amber train. Why don't you tell us about that?
Okay, so
dude, I mean, it's just like it's such a dude thing to do. I mean, you're fucking in a coma for 6 days.
Yeah.
The first thing you wake up and think about is your love interest.
I'm not saying he doesn't feel that way. I'm saying that despite that, I think he needs to wait. Really wait.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you got to be sure. I'm not denying he feels like he loves her.
I think it's a smart thing to do is to wait for sure. But
Yeah.
you know, at
And
desperate
that's it.
times,
And that should only be it, right? The
I mean,
smart thing?
that should be it.
You said you were on the tell Amber train.
But in desperate times, it takes desperate measures. So I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
I don't
These
know.
are desperate times. They've been seeing each other for 3 months.
Yeah, I'm not sure if. Yeah.
I'm just putting myself in.
Them
his
breaking up
shoes.
is a desperate time.
I mean, I guess if you consider the fact that they're teenagers, and a lot of teenagers, when they go through a breakup, it's harder on them.
It's the first time, dude. I mean, I'm assuming this is the first time, at least for him. I don't, probably not her, but he is, you know, head over heels for her. Mm-hmm. When I was that age, I would have done desperate things. Hell, I've done desperate things after that. When I was an adult.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it wouldn't work. I'm saying that, like, I think you're locked in for the rest of your life after that. Because
She'll always know.
She'll always
I mean,
know.
what I know now is you definitely don't want to be locked in at 17 or 18 years old.
Yes.
For sure. But I'm just trying to, like, from that age, you know, you think, man, this is the one I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I mean, I thought when I was a sophomore in high school, freshman in high school, and I met my first love, I wanted to spend my life with her. And when we broke up, I was devastated. It was the same girl I was telling a few reactions ago that I was afraid to call on the phone. You know what I mean? I thought, this is it. Well, obviously it wasn't it. You know what I mean? I probably would have been a lot better off if it was it. But it wasn't it.
No, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think, you know, given his situation, if I was Mark, I would just fucking lay it all on the table. I'd say.
I don't think I've ever met a woman that I could see myself spending the rest of my life with.
Yeah.
It's always been short-sighted. It's always cost me greatly.
Well, you definitely have thought that at one point.
Oh, you
But in
probably-
hindsight, you don't.
You've
right?
never
No,
thought
I always thought like short-term. I always, in hindsight,
In hindsight.
yeah. Looking back, it was always short-term in the immediate future. It was never long-term.
Really?
So when you make a commitment forever, you're thinking, well, this might not be forever.
I'm saying now that there's been some reckless decisions made in my life, and now that
Yeah.
I realize that about myself, it's going to have to take into consideration.
Oh, I definitely think that's a good thing.
So you're not saying that you went in thinking, oh, I'm just going to be married for 5 years, or I'm
I've
just going to...
never thought that. Well, I'll get divorced in 10 years. I didn't have that thought.
Or...
Yeah, you definitely
I just
thought
didn't.
at the time.
It was a gamble. I just rolled
Right.
the dice.
So you didn't think at the time either, oh, I'm just going to date this girl for 3 months.
No, I've been a very reckless man, James.
So you just didn't think at all, really.
I didn't really think it through.
Yeah. Well, we've all been there, I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, she stole the outfit, which we kind of talked about a little bit, but that was a very dumb way to go about it. I mean, I mean, dude. I mean, Nolan's not the smartest tool in the shed. I don't think because he fucked up a lot in this whole situation.
Yeah, he's not a very good liar.
He's not a
he
very
didn't
good
cover his
liar.
tracks very well. He didn't get rid of the suit.
Yeah, but he was.
See, for me, it was. I don't know. I think he keeps his cool well, and and I don't think he caves under pressure.
But that doesn't give him.
But I think the suit for me is like the one thing is like you gotta get rid of that.
But you can't just be cool under pressure and just be so fucking terrible about covering your tracks.
Well, that's the thing.
That's cool. They'll never suspect me, even though I've left all this evidence laying around.
I don't know if he can shoot lasers. Is he one that can shoot lasers with his eyes? I can't remember. Regardless, you burn that bitch. You burn that bitch.
Yeah,
you disintegrate that
I feel like
bitch.
I would have done that for sure. But like, it took Damien Darkblood to activate this suspicion in his wife. Mm-hmm. And before that, his wife seeing a bloody suit that he got beat up in, I don't think that would have mattered to him.
Right.
But I don't know.
He was still hiding it.
Yeah. Like, taking everything into account, I just would have burnt that. Even if you thought, like, well, there's no way anyone would know.
He could fly it out there and throw it into the sun.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why he didn't. I feel like that was, like, maybe the writers.
She wasn't smart enough, though, to know that...
It's like the Raydome all over again.
The Raydome?
The Raydome on Metal Gear Rex. It's an Achilles heel that's been put into this.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't smart enough, though, to know that whenever somebody's hiding something, if they have something hidden in the house, at least I did, I would check and make sure it was there on a regular basis. You know what I mean? So...
She distracted him.
I don't know.
Well,
I know, but I don't know if I would check every day, but... He was destined to check and see it was missing or that she swapped it out.
I think he waited till his wife's behavior became suspect.
Well, he also... It was bagged. So she may have assumed that he wasn't going to open it up and look inside of it.
Yeah.
True.
But if you had something like that with evidence of a murder, you think you would open the bag and check it.
I mean, it just goes back to the fact that his dumbass didn't get rid of it. That just makes no sense.
All right, women in the do-over.
The do-over.
Yeah, he wants to start over again.
When they were in the room and stuff like that?
No, when he's asking her to start over
again. Mark's asking
I think that's fine. I think people do it and it works. I mean, the problem is we know he's a superhero. No one else knows except his friend now. Yeah. And, your point, I mean, you're right when you say, like, it's going to be probably hard for them to have any kind of relationship when he has to hide that from her for a long time. I just don't know I think he needs to have realistic expectations of his relationships. Like, okay, these are going to be probably shorter relationships with short-term pleasure.
Amber's kind of the Gwen Stacy here, and Eve is something like the Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Where Mark has this first love experience, this interest, and then it falls through, but a mutual friend ends up taking up that role. That's what I can see happening.
Yeah, I imagine her dying, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if she'll die, but I do think that it's probably... I'm not sure this situation can be repaired to the point.
I hope she doesn't die, but I tell you
with this opening now, Samantha might be able to.
Yeah. I tell you what, Mark isn't managing it very well. You can't blame him. I mean, he's new to this whole superhero thing. He's new to relationships.
He's a kid.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Basically, he's a young man.
He's just not managing it well at all. And
normally, I would try to, the juice has to be worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to give up your identity, I think he needs to be thinking long term. You know what I mean? And if you're thinking long term, you got to be thinking, is she thinking long term? I mean, maybe he wants to marry her, so that would give him motivation to tell her. But you got to think, like, is that really going to work out? I'm young, she's young, you don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe they've seen each other 3 months.
Yeah.
The whole setup in this episode, where they're going to see a college campus, and it turns out there's a fucking supervillain, the quote-unquote supervillain there, a mad scientist there creating a supervillain.
Some fucking prick-ass student.
Coincidentally, there's a guy there that's doing this, and it kind of gave me the feeling of an old cartoon series, where the serial episodes with this week's villain.
We're going to change the setting now. We're going to go to this place.
But there just happens to be a fucking guy there making cyborgs.
It actually really made me think of Smallville. Because Smallville, they'll like go on a trip, they'll do something, and there'll happen to be something there that Clark has to fix.
I don't love that, though. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not a fan of it either.
Yeah, I don't love that. I like things to happen within kind of the story and not random shit like that. But, it worked. It's okay, but...
I mean, it worked because in this universe, there's so many villains and there's so many heroes that, like, in the first episode, his wife was just like, oh, this is like just another Tuesday to us. We'll do this, we'll do that. He'll be home for dinner. Yeah. So just like people are kind of unfazed because it happens so much.
I didn't like those robot villains because I didn't like how powerful they were. I'll be honest with you.
Well, you got to think Mark is injured still.
He is injured.
He's recovering.
Yeah, he is injured. But they were.
I had a problem with that until you reminded me actually because I was thinking like I don't think they should have been that powerful, but he is injured, so that's. you know.
Right.
He had his entire body split open, they said, in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, and there was a point where it showed him kind of grimace.
Yeah,
you know,
he
when
was
you got hit in the
still-
chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always love when people have to climb mountains to get blue flowers to do things. Happens in the Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Happened in
Well,
this.
that reminds me, an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Dark Knight. You're right.
And the blue flower
Mhm.
that Bruce Wayne had to collect
Yeah.
for Ra's al Ghul.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
there's definitely some the Nolan series of Batman
Yeah.
getting some
I would have
vibes.
never guessed that in Batman they had to go find the blue flower. It just would have never.
Well,
occurred
you
to
have
me.
to see the movie.
Yeah, I have to. see the
But
movie.
there's a reason for it.
Well, he's not Batman yet. He's actually a ninja.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's
Something
training
like-
with the League of Shadows.
Yeah,
He's
the
a
League of
ninja.
Shadows.
He doesn't. Yeah. But and also, I know you guys probably haven't seen Anaconda Blood Orchid, which is the sequel to Anaconda.
I saw Anaconda, but not.
Yeah, and the sequel I think is better. It has
Really?
like a
It doesn't have John
Some
Ford
beat-
in it, so
It doesn't. That's the only thing. It has a kind of a B cast, but the story's better. Honestly, they have to go into the jungle to find this blood orchid. It's this flower that blooms in the moonlight every 5 or something years, and then it dies immediately. So they need to do that to extract the compounds. It just made me think of that as well.
Previous reaction, you called the evidence thing. I'm pretty sure it was you. You said something to the effect of, there's got to be evidence there on his outfit of fucking War Woman's costume or uniform or blood and all this. And you really pegged it because Art went through and pegged all that. I mean, War Woman, Aquarius. What was it? Was it Aquarius or Aquas?
It's Aquarius or something
Aquarius.
like that.
Yeah.
Who was the other one? The
Red
fucking
Rush.
Red Rush.
and
Yeah,
the
all of them. So
it's not. Is it?
I mean, that was
The Batman,
Darkwing.
the Batman type
Darkwing.
dude.
yeah, that was very.
No,
observant.
is it Nightwing or Darkwing? If it's Darkwing, it just reminds me of Darkwing Duck.
Let's
Get
Yeah.
Let's get dangerous.
But you really nailed it there, and hats off to you because that was good shit.
I had my moments.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Were you gonna? Would you have a point? Because I don't think did we skip over your, the part where we had the little lovey-dovey montage.
Well, that shit there. I mean, Jamie kind of mentioned. He maybe he didn't, but they're talking about how it's just building up to something that's terrible. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then, but their relationship's back and forth like that with Amber. He'll be lovey-dovey. They'll have these great moments. He'll pick up the Japanese cheesecake, and then he fucks up because he can't keep his worlds separated in a man. He can't manage.
He's not managing it well.
You know what? I imagine that would be hard.
In the grand scheme of things, though, most of the problems up to this point have been pretty minor. I mean, I can understand why she felt shafted and stuff, but teenage boys will do that, right? But this last situation here, first it started to me with when they were in the classroom and the DA stepped up to Amber, and then the big jock dude, can't remember his name, Rick stepped up, and it reminded me of a situation where I was at a fireworks show in Cincinnati on the river, and I was with my ex-wife and a couple friends, him and his wife. Well, this guy was acting like a cocksucker, a big cocksucker, and he jumped up in my friend's wife's face. Well, my friend didn't do anything, so I jumped up in this dude's face and was about to pound him in a fucking mud spot, and the husband just kind of stood there. Well, later on, we get back to the car, and his wife is just fucking riding him. Can't believe you didn't fucking defend me. James defended me, and you just fucking stood there like a fucking clown. Like I'm driving, and my ex-wife is sitting in the passenger seat. They're in the back.
That's gotta be the most awkward fucking thing ever.
Oh, dude, it was fucking terrible. It reminded me that moment. And they're both bigger people, big, heavier set people. That's the day they were sitting in the back, and I went over a bump, and they tore my fucking muffler off my car.
Oh fuck!
Cost me a lot of money.
That is
Bad bastards. Anyway,
argument between Samantha and her parents in the real world education versus superhero status and what she wants to accomplish. She's going out to do the Peace Corps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the
she
Peace
wants to
Corps
go-
kind of
yeah.
shit. She wants to go out there and volunteer her time and do the Doctors Without Borders kind of shit where you're just
Right.
going around
Yeah.
and lives in a treehouse
Yeah.
but somehow has power, but I guess she has powers. So she
Yeah.
can-
There you go.
So
Yeah.
for her, actually, it works because she has the ability to create things. So, I mean, theoretically, she could go and fucking create
a life for herself
a life. Well, she could go to
among the trees.
villages in impoverished countries and just with her fucking mind or whatever.
Because she is who she is.
Yeah.
No, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If-
I mean, like, I mean, honestly, I think I just kind of think of Star Wars. Like, if you're not going to be a Jedi Knight, you can use your powers to do something else to benefit the galactic civilization.
Like create a galactic empire.
Well, no, like the agriculture core is what I was talking about.
You can make agriculture. You can make aqueducts and
Rome did it.
And, yeah, see,
It was named after what's his name? The Emperor. The aqueduct was named Aqua something. His name was Aqua something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, but no, I mean, in her case, I can see how it works. I think honestly, like, because you can do that, and if they need you, you're not on the front line, but they need you, you're kind of like a reserve.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think it works.
It sounds like she's unplugging from most of that, though. And she's just going out to do the everyday shit for everyday people.
Yeah, I think we all know it's not going to last because
No, it won't.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good thing.
She has a similar relationship to, in some ways, not every way, is Chloe does to fucking Utopian in Jupiter's Legacy, as far as her dad rides her like crazy. Yeah, I mean, now they're a little bit different because Utopian wants Chloe to be a good superhero.
Well, he wants her to be
live up to the family code. But this dad is riding his daughter in a different way. He doesn't want her to be a superhero.
He wants to hold her down.
Yeah, he wants to hold her down.
Douchebag.
Yeah, and both have resulted in, both daughters going in different directions. One, Chloe's going off in a fucking kind of destructive way, and then Eve is going off and wanting to help the world. So it's kind of a
and
both driving their kids away.
Yeah, driving their kids away.
I mean, in the latter, even though I think I like Utopian more than I like this fuck, they did something right because she's like I said, I think she's like the most morally grounded character in the show.
She is. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it might even come from the mother though, maybe not the father.
Maybe.
Probably.
I gotta ask this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
When Eve is flying around, the sound that her powers make sounds kind of goofy. Like, woo,
I don't remember
some
it.
shit. It doesn't sound just like that pitch, but it's just like this little high pitched sound.
Right.
What would you do if you had a superpower, but it just made this embarrassing fucking sound every time you use it? Like when you walk with your shoes and they're wet, and your shoes are or squeaky boots.
That's a great question.
Or,
like if you get
every time you punch the super strength, but every time you hit something, it made a fart sound.
Oh my god, dude,
like
that's awesome.
I'd have to put up with it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you have to
Just imagine it though. Like they'll be laughing at you while you're kicking their ass.
Dude,
it sounds like something
Rick would... stupid! And you're beating their fucking face.
It sounds like something Rick would laugh at when he's getting his ass kicked.
Dude, that's woo. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man. It's like it's tough though. It's tough, especially if it smelled like shit.
The irony that I'd want Shane to have to deal with is like, give you all the power in the world. You're like Omni-Man, but you're in a baby's body.
Oh.
I don't think I would do anything to be in a baby's body.
Yeah. Or what if every time you use your superpower, your dick shrank a little bit?
You'd
be struggling to get off the couch.
You'd be like Monster Girl, except
like Monster Girl with your dick. Oh my god.
That's a hell of a question, you know?
I guess nobody would really know until you're trying to impress the ladies or something. And then...
Dude, yeah, I mean, it's like...
I guess it depends on where you're starting out. Is it like an elephant trunk down there, or is it fucking...
I would say we'll just make you 2 inches bigger than average.
Okay.
And you lose a millimeter each time.
I mean, that's...
So you got some...
You have to sit down and do some math.
You have to do some math. You got a little room to work with, but eventually your wife would be like...
Each time, as in like a session of powers, like you would transform and
every
have those
time
powers
you do
for
a,
so much duration of time?
Every time you use your powers for a superhero... Your powers, period. Like Monster Girl.
But is it like at a time? You're flying for 5 minutes. Is there 5 millimeters?
Like it's like, maybe it's like
just say activation.
The activation.
Yeah. To get to the point where your wife would be like, honey, you can't do any more superhero shit because we're not going to be able to have any more kids. You know what I mean? Or we're not going to be able to do whatever. So that'd be tough.
What if every time you used your power, somebody died?
That would be easier for me if you got to pick who died. Now,
you don't get to pick.
Oh, if you don't get to pick, that's tough. That's tough. It's hard, because my mind's...
Every life you save, you lose a life.
Well, you have to balance it out. Like, are you going to save 1,000 people?
Okay, well, what if you saved one person, and every time you saved a person, somebody died?
Well, then
for every person.
Then I think it...
That would, to me, that's easy. You'd have to gauge if that person was worth someone really good dying. So if you were going to save the person...
So that all boils down to your judgment, your estimation of that person's worth.
Well, no, because to me, the person that would live is worth, yes. Because if I'm going to save the guy that's going to fucking cure cancer and save millions of lives...
How would you know that?
That's so rare. Like,
No, but if it...
How would you know if you're cure
Are you going to cure...
No.
Yeah.
If this guy, you knew he is at the doorstep of curing death, or like of cancer, right? Then you're like, okay, this guy's at the doorstep, and I gotta save his life, and I'm sorry if someone else has to go. You know what I mean? That's terrible. So I think it'd be a rare use of the power. But if it's just some guy walking down the street, and
you wouldn't be a superhero. You'd just be some guy. I don't know. Yeah, I think. For me, I guess it wouldn't be worth having the power really if one person died every time. Because 99.9% of the time,
you would use it.
It's just going to be some person in trouble.
You just don't use it.
Yeah, man.
You're just watching life happen. You just become an everyday individual then.
Pretty much, there'd be no point to using the power really, unless
save your family.
Someone in your family's going to die, and then
that should happen to Superman or somebody. Cursed with that power.
It'd certainly be interesting. Yeah.
Well, they dug up the Immortal's grave at the end. The kids did. That kid keeps coming back. The stepson from the guard at the White House.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how much, if he's just a recurring character, or if he's going to be a golem.
Yeah.
And kind of play a bigger role later on, even though you think so little of him.
Yep.
But they're digging up the Immortal's bones, and the Mahler twins are going in there.
They're going to intercept them. Yep.
They're talking about the rumor that if you drank from the Immortal's skull, you would gain his powers.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see if that works out for them, because they might become some major adversaries to the Guardians.
So what's going to happen? But the Mahler twins were there. And it's, I don't believe everything you hear, and it ends. I just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, obviously they're there to recover the... They said grab a shovel.
Yeah.
So they were going there probably to dig up the bones, too.
Yeah. They're going to intercept the bones.
He was the guy in the Guardians of the Globe with the beard.
Oh, yeah.
He gets his head cut off.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So before that, though, Mark's mom was drinking the alcohol. Nolan walks in. She lays it all on the table. You fucking killed him. She named all the names of the different Guardians. And Nolan, he just played it cool, right? Played it cool.
I think he just looked like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, he just looked like an idiot, really. Yeah. He looked like an idiot. But, man, that's I'm really interested to see what happens next. I mean, I honestly could see Nolan being selfish enough that he tries to clean house. And I'm talking fucking kill the wife, kill Invincible, kill them all. Clean house.
Nah, he obviously has plans for his son.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And he wants to.
I don't think his role.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think his motives are that black and white. They're probably.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I think he wants to keep his family intact. That's why he wanted to keep it a secret.
We'll see.
I don't think he's. Yeah, because that's really his only other motivation to be good. Like no one can touch him.
He doesn't have really a naked ambition here.
Yeah.
I don't know. He has some intention. He had to kill him for some reason. But he kept the costume for some reason, even though we know he's more than capable of getting rid of it.
Well, that's my Hail Mary.
I was one of the writers just putting that there that way.
If they are, it's just sloppy writing. Come on, the guy's he deals with supervillains every fucking day. He has to know. Unless we live in a world here where no one ever disposes of their evidence. And it's like that fucking interdimensional cable, too. When they have that fucking... They're going through the channels. And there's that one channel, it's like... Unsolved mysteries, but the guys just always turn themselves in.
Yeah.
Hey, I killed him. Here's the gun. Take me away.
Dude, that's my Hail Mary, though. I honestly, it's like a Hail Mary. Like, people do crazy shit when the fire, the heat is on them. And you would think the most powerful man in the world wouldn't feel that heat, but I think he's feeling some tremendous heat. I mean, I really do.
He is, but he could bolt to the sun and back in no time. He
Yeah.
could have had that costume destroyed.
He could return to his planet.
Like maybe he can't even get into the. Maybe he can't get that close to us.
There's some more dark shit.
He can put it on something and throw it in
that we haven't found out yet. That's where I'm leaving it at.
Yeah, I guess I'm leaning on the fact that the writers just made an error personally, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Well, it might be an error necessary, and they felt was necessary in the storytelling.
Well, I'm sure they felt
purposeful.
It's purposeful.
I just think that
I'd like them to be more clever.
It's a character flaw for him if they left it in there, because how can you be that stupid?
No, I agree.
So
I like that character. I'm just saying, I agree it's a character flaw, which is a writer's flaw.
I like him. I just been seeing a lot more of him that I don't like. I like J.K. Rowling a lot, but
Well,
he's done some voice acting work
Yeah.
that I don't always appreciate the characters. But I still like the actor.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh, yeah.
I just thought he was just an evil motherfucker the very first time we saw him. I'm just wondering what the reason is.
I think he's
I like him less. I like
He's
Cecil
evil as
more. I like how Cecil's kind of putting him on the spot in this episode when he's calling him out on shit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the undertones in their conversation at the hospital.
Yeah,
I think he's going to take care of everybody. He's going to clear house.
we'll see. I don't got too much to say to you guys.
That's it.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming back or tuning in, whatever you're doing. If you like what we do, like and subscribe. You will find us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
And
And don't forget to visit Third Street Reactions hot dog stand.
I'll remember this the next time you do an exit.